Alright, the teams for MCC 32 have been announced, meaning I'm going to have to delay my Block Wars video even more because I'm going camping. So I'm sorry for that. Like I'm so sorry. But you get this until then. So the first team we have here is the Red Rabbits, which is Ant, Rambo, MZ, and Scar. And this is kind of a random team. You know, Ant, Rambo, and MZ are all Dream SMP, but then we have Scar mixed in there as well. And honestly, it just seems a bit random in my opinion. But I still feel like this team will get along well. And I think it has a chance of doing well as well. It all depends on Rambo, if he's going to continue, how he's been doing in Season 3, canon events, you know, how he's been doing recently. If he can continue that, then I feel like this team has a good chance. If not, I don't really know. I don't know what else to say about the team. Alright, next up we have the Breaking Bad meth team. I really do not know what Scott was on when he made this team. I thought it would bounce. It's Dave, Owen, Mythical Sausage, and Joel. Bro, what? Like, I really do not understand this. Like, what? Huh? I don't think I really need to explain this team much. But I am anyways. So we have two, like, canon A+ tier players. We have a player who only did bad because he was a new player, and we have Owen who did really good in his 2 events that he did play in. Two non-canon events. Like, bruv, I don't know how he thought this was balanced. It's not this team. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna predict it first. Next up we have the Yellow Jacks, Ant, Venom, Solidarity, Fire, Bluffman, and Gemini Tay. I can see this team doing well. I can see it doing poorly. I can see it doing in the middle. I honestly, I think this is overall very balanced team. I really just, I don't know. I think personally that this team could do well, but it could also do poorly. I think it all comes down to the day event, and if it gets the game order of the games that this team wants, which I feel like is more team games, maybe some movement games, who knows. Next up, you have the Lime Llamas, which is Becky Mon, Fruit Berries, Impulse, and SB. Spoiler alert, this is a good team, I think. Impulse can do very well, as we saw in MCC 27 and MCC 28, but he had a rough 29 and 30, which, you know, it happens sometimes. And Becky Mon is also very good. She proved this in MCC 28 and 29, and she's also been kind of struggling recently. But that being said, these are not bad players in the slightest. And the fact that they are the nerfs for Fruit Berries and SB, oh boy. I think this is a strong team. I really think this is a strong team. Yep. Good at movement. Very good at movement, by the way. Fruit and SB movement. Whoa! And Becky Mon's really good at parkour tag as well. Whoa. Also team games, because Hermit and SB and Becky's not bad at team games. Alright, next up. The Green Geckos. Dark Eyebrows, Elena, CPK, and Sapnap. CPK and Sapnap return as a duo. Honestly. And 2 times they did team, they went to Dodgeball, so I'm just saying. I feel like after MCC 31, after MCC 30 and 31, CPK is kind of back to doing good. But he's still not doing as good as he used to. So I don't know. Sapnap is back to destroying though after MCC 29, which is really unfortunate for him. But honestly, this team, it all comes down to if they can get PvP games. I feel like. Next up, it's signing coyotes, which is Captain, and Captain. And honestly, this is probably the weakest linked team. especially because they don't have as much experience compared to the other teams, because two of them are relatively new. I don't really know. I would not be surprised if this team ended up doing well though, but I still feel like, this is the weakest link team. But I feel like it's very fun to have all captains, and I feel like they'll get along very well, so yeah. Next up we have the Aqua Axolotls, which is Eric, Takara, Purpled, and Ryguy. And this is Purpled's Nerf team. But it's also not that bad. Eric and Kara are not that bad at all. They can do very well, especially Kara. She's pretty underrated. And we have Ryguy, who is also very underrated. Like, he's done really, really well. But he could do really, really well. Like he did in MCC 24 and a lot in Season 1. And Purpled is, of course, Purpled, and he's the best MCC player. This is not a last place team. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Do I see this team making dodgeball winning? No, I don't even see this. I don't even see this team making top 5 really. But I still don't feel like it's bottom. I don't think they're gonna get last. But I still feel like they're gonna get like bottom 3. Next up we have the Blue Bats, which is Velvet, Chubbles, Major, and Wally Bear. And yeah, I feel like this is a pretty unique team, and that's a good thing, I feel like they're gonna have good chemistry. I could see this team doing well-ish. I feel like Velvet is going to continue how he's been doing recently, and if Wally does as good as he did last event. But I still find this team can do very well, honestly. The more I think about it, the more I see this team's potential. I think this is a pretty strong team, in all honesty. We have Pizza Hut, Tapple, Sniffers, and Ollie here on Purple Pandas. And I also feel like this is a very strong team. The Orion Sound has been doing really well recently, and Pete and Tapple, of course, is a very strong duo, and Tapple, again, has been speedrunning recently, so he is probably going to do very, very well. And Pete's B. Yeah, like, honestly, this is an insane team, honestly. Like, I don't know. I can see this team doing really good. They can do good in the PvP games. They can do, especially in the movement games. Jeez, I didn't think of that. Like, to get the other side, wow. Just beating Tapple. Yeah. I don't know. And finally, we have the pink candidates, which is Gucky, H-Bomb, Sneeg, and Tubbo. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty balanced team, pretty well-rounded here. Like, Gucky did do very good in her MCC P23, so I feel like that could change a lot if she does that good again. And who knows? Who knows? Because Sneeg is pretty good, Tubbo is really good, H-Bomb is really good. I could see this team winning. I could see this team making dodgeball maybe. But I think it all comes down to the game order, of course. But I still feel like it'd be pretty hard for them to make dodgeball. But who knows? So that is pink, and now it's time for my predictions. So, and first, obviously, it's orange. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. I'm going to put lime in second. Yeah. Third place. Probably. I'll go with purple. Yeah. I think purple's gonna get there. I think that's a fair shot. I think that's a good call up there. I'm gonna put pink in 4th, and green in 5th, I don't really have a lot of explanations for this. It's just I'm just going with my gut here. I feel kind of bad putting some of these teams pretty low. I'll put yellow here because it's going red and blue. I was literally saying, the more I think about it, the more I picture blue as a strong team. But like their strongest player is also pretty like inexperienced. He only has one event under his belt. So yeah. And then aqua and then cyan. Those are my predictions. Yippee. Yippee. Alright, now it's time for the top 10. Yeah, the top 10. So in first place, I'm gonna put I don't know. I'm trying to think. Hold on, I got to think back in my team predictions. Okay, the more I think about it, hold on. Okay, the more I think about it, I want to swap this team, honestly. I feel like this team is stronger than this team. Not by a lot, though. I think they're going to, like, barely pass. So, first place, yeah, I think Sapnap and then Fruit seems fair. You know, this is third and Dave third. Purple fourth. Yeah, man, you know, he's really good. Pete fifth, you know. Shane, Ant, Joel, Owen, H. Yeah, that seems fair, honestly. I think that seems fair. I don't know. Do you disagree with my predictions? I hope you do. Yeah, I feel like this is fair. I feel like this is some fair predictions here. Do you disagree? I gotta upload this soon because I gotta leave at 3 to go camping. So, bye.